Yeah,
Radiant
that's.
team ban.
I mean, it just felt like it was surprising though. They didn't
Dire
have
team
the. They banned the Phantom Lancer. Alright, well, I don't hate it considering they are pretty. I mean, it's not much of a difference. Of course, Stormbreaker the same, but Lion can be a bit single
Dire
target.
team
Yes, Earth Spikes, AoE, but you're not going to deal versus a Phantom Lancer illusion. So he's just going to eat you apart. So they're like, okay, we won't have that capability for ourselves, but at least Polaris don't have the win condition they had previously, and also no
Radiant
clinks
team
this
pick.
time too. It's a banned out in the second phase.
Don't mind the Tide Hunter pick. It means that that's essentially one hero that you can't look to 100 to 0 lockdown because the Kraken Shell is going to break you out of any kind of stun chains that are going to come through from the Marana
10
Bane.
seconds remaining.
Also, just the combos. If it's not onto the
5
Dawnbreaker,
seconds
you
remaining.
can look to use the Celestial Guardian to be able to save you. No, Solar Guardian. There we go. To be able to save the target. Probably not the Lion. That'll be too much damage to be able to heal through. And there's no silencer either
Dire
to
team
contest
pick.
into. So that's another factor that we certainly need to consider. The first axe that we've seen in a while. All right, Polaris going for something a little different here. An eco hero.
Okay, well, it gives them nice arrow setup,
Radiant
some way to
team
initiate,
ban.
which they were lacking. God, troll 2? What's going on?
Maybe they're feeling it. It's a little late over in Malaysia and the Philippines as well, at least 11 p.m. Although it's really just standard gamer hours, let's be honest.
Yeah.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
might just be feeling the Troll Warlord this game. The laning stage isn't too bad
5
against the
seconds
axe.
remaining.
You're able to vary between that melee and range form, of course. So ranged in the laning
Dire
stage,
team
later
ban.
on the melee to be able to, like, you don't really care if you get called all that much. You should be able to burst through the axe pretty effectively.
Yeah, it can get to a stage where you're happy with man fighting. Similar with lifesteal, like you just, if
10
anyone locks you
seconds
down, or
remaining.
at least you're able to right click through the taunt or jewel, so to say, then you've
5
got
seconds
your items to
remaining.
help out, or maybe the toolkit. So
Radiant
imagine
team
Troll will
ban.
optimize into a
Dire
satanic at
team
some
ban.
early stage. I thought they might ban the Magnus. In fact, that they're leaving it still available. So if Dreammaker want to go down that route, they'll have 3 Mingulay cores, but it will give them a lot of team fight prowess, a little bit more in the greedier regard, but I don't think they're too worried considering Luna needs time.
10 seconds
Axe is going to go
remaining.
more than likely Vanguard, Blink, and Polaris. I think now I need a
5 seconds
playmaker for
remaining.
Mac. Is anything standing out? There's all the spirits left. Are they bad actually? I don't see their mid though. That you might just get counted there. It's very good.
I mean, it's nothing amazing, right? Because you're against the Lion, which is always a bit of a concern, unless you are going a Storm Spirit and then zipping onto the Lion. They don't have a ton of other ways to be able to stop that kind of initiation on Dreammaker's side. If we saw a Max Storm Spirit, the other thing is, I wonder if we'll be looking to see the new Axe Ag Shard as well. So they've obviously taken away
Radiant team
attacking
pick.
allows you to proc
Dire
counter
team
Helix. The
pick.
man to build is basically dead. I think they're Misfit instead. But against a Troll Warlord, if you're able to get that call onto him, it means that you can very quickly look to reduce his damage down to 0% very quickly. Every single time that counter Helix procs, it's an
10
extra
seconds
20% of
remaining.
damage reduction, and that is like total damage. It's not just base damage or anything
You may
like
now
that.
select your
And I've been
heroes.
keeping this prop here all night. I didn't have it earlier because I had just eaten. But let's go. Monkey King means a banana snack for me.
What? I thought you said coffee. I'm like, what's going on?
No.
Why'd you
I'm
have?
going Dreammaker for the banana.
Why'd you have to look at the camera as soon as you took the
As
first?
soon as I ate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
You know why?
I don't know why. It's a bit of a weird chant from me. You must be pretty happy though, because you're getting to see a mid Monkey King. I tell you what. I might have to disable your camera pretty shortly. I don't know. I think you got to stop, man. Like, we are
10
getting late,
seconds
but
remaining.
it's not late enough just yet.
You said delirium hours, and I'm providing.
5 seconds remaining.
On a level we probably don't want to see. So you've been harping on the Monkey King. Yes, the Monkey
Alright.
King. Let's I'll when you finish, you can have your talk about the Monkey King. But for Polaris, they have. I mean, they're gonna have to go up against a hefty team fight lineup on Dreammaker. You got Ravage to Wukong's, a lot of control to keep them inside this big AoE control. But Polaris, they don't have too hefty of the cooldown reliancy, where they can maybe go from kill to kill. They don't have the greatest way to dissuade Mac from having a good time, honestly. Just the lane, but I really feel like Ember. How is that lane gonna go? Because I think you just go Slight and Orb Corrosion and then you do okay.
Or you can also just have the Flame Guard available, right? And what does a Monkey King do to get through that? Just the 1 point in the Searing Chains as well is going to enable Boomy to look to rotate nice and easily. You've got Nico playing the axe, so all you really need to do is secure him his first few levels, and then he can look to cut waves just as effectively as he always was been able to. So I feel like there's a lot of solid kill potential against the Monkey King in the mid lane. And of course, it's a Mac Ember Spirit, so he's very good at the hero.
All right, so how you feeling? Talk to me about this Monkey King mid. You've been wanting it for a while. Do you feel like it's going to have a solid performance here from Rose?
I've been feeling it a little bit more as like that space creator when you've got an early-ish Ag Shard. And I feel like that's not that great against this team. You know, it's going to be able to disjoint some projectiles coming through from a Mirana or a Luna, but it's not that great. I feel like they've specifically picked it up in response to the Ember Spirit coming through here, feeling like he's going to give him a pretty solid lane.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't even paying. Dude, small hammer. Wasn't even paying attention to the Tide and Dawnbreaker. I was questioning Danog's decisions of eating the banana like he was. Poor Boomy. Not your friend. No, sir, indeed. Trezam will find first blood, so we've got an offlane Dawnbreaker, not the position 5. Trezam has been showing a lot of capability to play some unique position 5 heroes. This is the nice thing that I've come to love here with Dreammaker's lineup. It's not kind of just the stock standard position 5s.
So they changing the lanes up as well, but no, they've just invaded entirely onto the Radiant side of the map. I mean, with the Gush and the Orb of Venom, plus a Troll Warlord, you're going to be able to get plenty of harass done. Boomy, though, avenges his death by being able to arrow Trezam and snipe the courier out from under his big blubbery body.
Dude, you talking smack to the Tide? The Water Malone? Why? What's he ever done to you, man?
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer to summer for us. He's got to get on that cut, you know.
Ooh. Damn, you really hate him, huh? It's not good enough.
I love the Tide. He's probably my favorite offlaner, to be honest.
It's a fun hero to play. Now, this is going to be a solid lane from Dreammaker.
I mean, the harass needs to come out super early on from Trezam. Obviously, he's going to have the Gush slow, but now you're going up against the boots of speed on Boomy, so outside of the Gush, he'll be able to get away. His priority is just hitting up onto level 2 as quickly as possible, while also blocking up this small camp.
Mac is, not having too good of a time.
He'll die a second time.
Yes, so he will. Chidori and Trezam, a strong lane. Troll is arguably the top 3 laning sage carries. We don't see this hero quite often, but you pair it up with someone like the Tide, who's got the Gush and the Orb of Venom. You see how much work they're able to put in early. So seems like top's not going to go too well. Mid's not going the greatest for Mac. He's got 2 last hits versus the 9 and 8 on Rose. So we're, at least if you're a Polaris fan, you're hoping bot's going to go great, but you got a double ranged versus a double stun? Huh. I feel like Dreammaker can come out ahead in potentially all 3 lanes as, well, Bane's a goner. Ooh, is he actually? Oh, nice position from Nevermind. Give him that little bit of cut down there, and there you go. First kill picked up, at least for the Dawnbreaker. He's opting for an Orb Corrosion as well. So just recognizing he wants to really push this into a heavy kill lane.
I mean, it's working out really strongly for them so far, of course. You know, you've got Nevermind just looking to stamp down the control. I feel like this Dawnbreaker does need to be that frontliner. I don't think the Monkey King, even though you're giving him a high amount of farm priority, even though, you know, the mid laner tends to be the space creator in a lot of the drafts that we see, I feel like that's definitely going to need to be the Dawnbreaker this time around.
Yeah, I wonder, with the lane start that he's going to get, how he wants to turn this into the itemizations. We've seen the Echo be the potential. Has Nevermind played the Dawnbreaker off that we've seen so far? I'm trying to remember.
Not yet. No.
Money changes hands. Flame.
And he really wants to... He quickly chomped up onto his 3 mangoes. He wants to keep the pressure up on this lane as much as possible. But Natsumi, in true Natsumi style, he's doing a decent job of getting a good amount of farm out of this lane.
Well, Mac is getting nothing out of mid. Huh.
He actually go into the Flame Guard at all. I'm a little surprised. Wow. They got a kill?
Yeah, they got a big one in Natsumi. So this is a lane that could get very disastrous early on, and Boomy's forced to play around mid. This could very well be 3 lanes 1 for Dreammaker, and they were in a position last game with the lead, but it's a question if they can hold that. And honestly, I don't see Polaris, like there's no just late game win button in a Phantom Lancer that they have this time. Like, you now are very reliant on a blink timing early from Axe. You know, he's having an okay time, 15 last hits, Mac just shy on the stun. They're still gonna dive deep. Change will hold it back, but CZY's got the damage, so they won't even need that little bit of help from Rose. And nice Nightmare tick away from CZY, which will protect from the arrow too, so Boomy. Obviously not being able to bring in that X factor to bring this back into a decent lane, as even Trezam swinging on over from top. Boomy, he's got 2 more leap charges, but Rose is going to fly on forward. He might look for the deny. He's piled too far away from the troops. Trezam will...
Yoink.
He's happy with that. He's like, alright, I wasted my time coming over. I don't care about your position too. You measly bomb.
Times are hard.
So this is going to be very reliant on Polaris on how they can protect their Ancients then. Dive already got a ward down early on, which is about to expire, but Trezami wants to continue to occupy the area and just give them as much intel as possible. There's a double at the Ancients, double at the Hard. Where does he get crafty with placing this Observe Ward? Bottom lane, never mind. So got the Celestial Hammer. T-Mel's holding the Nightmare for the duration of the moment. Look, this is a big kill to find considering how solid of a start the Dawnbreaker's been having. Just gonna play around with the Iron Branch play. A couple more right clicks. Enough to pick it up. So there you go. Natsumi even tipping Nevermind as well.
Saying, yeah, you lose your 50 gold in addition to the kills. So nice attempt there. Using the Fog of War. Of course, it is nighttime, so thinking you could have potentially gotten away, but not going to be the case.
Radiant are scanning.
Any stacks being built up on the other side of the map? Just a small camp attempt there by CZY, but doesn't end up getting it.
Yeah, Mac, you keep taunting. That's really all you can do. 9 last hits now. Every 14 seconds, he can secure one.
Holy crap. I didn't have a look at the whole, like, net worth graph. He is second last, now third last, but ooh. I didn't realize it was that bad.
I take what I please.
Bane's in trouble too. CML just overstepping the mark. Natsumi doesn't have a skill point in the ultimate here, so he cannot turn it back around. He wants to target CZY, however. Oh, he'll get the Courier.
Courier bounce.
Now mid lane, Rose, he's got a DD and Boundless up shortly. I reckon he one-hits Boomy now with his health ball. Oh! Or does he one-hit Mac? That Gush, oh my god!
Yeah, with the Midas armor coming through from the Gush. Looking to chase onto Boomy, doesn't have a Quelling Blade. A little keen there, Rose.
Well, okay, so
Dire's
Nico,
bottom tower is under
he's got
attack.
Vanguard already. This has to be an incredible blink timing. Because of how Tide's been kind of playing away from top lane, it seems like Nico has gotten a little bit more out of this than I was
Dire
expecting.
are scanning.
This will give him an opportunity for the early blink to make plays, but...
I mean, it also means that Chidori's got a lot more experience out of the lane that you might be expecting. He's already up to
Radiant's
level
middle
8
tower
at the
is under
7.5
attack.
minute mark. Going into the Battle Fury as well, okay. Looking for a farm fest to be able to finish things off tonight. I mean, Nico needs to be the one that secures them the later stage of this game, right? Not just the early blink timing, but we talked about there not being that hyper carry in the form of the PL this time around. Luna certainly can be, but she needs that freedom to just be able to sit back and right-click with complete freedom.
This is the
He's
opportunity they
actually
have,
out here.
actually. Oh, nice Solar Guardian usage. Instantly cancelling any thought they had to jump on for Rose, and oh, he's the one pouncing aggressively behind the tier 1 tower. He's got multiple heroes converging on the vicinity as the control for Mac. Is it enough for that last second? Now Boomy's still sticking around though, can't get the kill on Nevermind. A nice sidestep to Juke, and
Sleight of
Mac
fist will
wants
get it, though.
this. He'll find it. See why it's gonna catch him though.
Radiant's middle tower
Are
is
you
under
happy with
attack.
that? Oh, okay, never mind. Mac's not gonna die. Rose still got Tree Dance, but Primal Swing on cooldown.
Cuts him.
Oh, Mac's laughing to the bank. They've been taunting away as well.
He's refilling the bottle as well on CML.
They're also
It's like,
looking at
give me the
TP in the
charge.
Luna. Nico cutting off the retreat. This is a big find if they can even get Rose. A nice split away line gives Rose enough of an opportunity to reposition himself. In fact, he's wanting to stick around. It's just the Tide and the Monkey King so far.
Got the Nightmare.
A heavy commitment from Polaris, but there's the Nightmare set up, and Nico recognizes the importance of the Monkey King kill. They don't care about the Tide Hunt. If they can bring down Rose, just slow down this Monkey King who was snowballing the position 2 matchup to an exceptional level, but there's no chance. Please tell me he doesn't get away. Dude, Rose? Oh, no.
Oh, okay. the creeps won't kill him. But this hero is so stupid, man. The amount that you're able to dodge out every 15 seconds, having that invulnerability. He used it at the perfect time to be able to avoid the Lucid Beam hitting in onto him, as well as one of the Sleight of Fist charges.
Dire's
Okay,
top
I like
tower
this a lot
is
that
under
they're giving
attack.
Nico the Ancient Stack. I think this is huge that they speed up his blink timing. They saw... Wait, what?
Radiant's bottom tower
Is that Sentry out
is
of
under
range on
attack.
Dial? What's going on? Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Weird location
Dire's
these
top
days.
tower is under attack.
Shazam.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Max
attack.
got another slide up shortly, but he's out of remnants to enable Rose. CZY can follow up as well.
Out of fuel.
Oh, Rose punishing further and further for that missed kill opportunity previously, and Mirana's about to have another leap
Dire's
up in a
top
couple of
tower is under
seconds.
attack.
Rose can
Primal's
hunt.
sprung up though.
Dude, this Monkey King 3, 0, and 5.
Regicide?
It's not too much of a net worth lead though this early on, surprisingly.
Radiant
Luna's
are scanning.
a bit more of a free time in the past couple of minutes with all the action we've had around mid.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Never mind, he's going back to farming, obviously. Still going a similar start to his build as previous. Phase boots, obviously, first off the mark. He's good. I feel like you're going to get a lot of value out of that infused raindrops, actually. Whether it be the Mirana arrow coming through, the Lucid Beam in a lot of these team fights. So he'll be holding on to that for quite a while as he looks to build into... I would assume it's still an Echo Saber next for Nevermind, just so that you can dish out the damage. But I want to see something like a BKB after that.
There we go. That's quite the timing on the blink.
Dire are
Considering I
scanning.
thought his lane was going to go a lot worse as well, but they
Radiant
dragged
structures
Trezam
are fortified.
more often to mid. So Nico's got a 3-1-4 build.
Radiant's bottom tower
There
is
you
Even got
under
the Moonlight
attack.
Shadow. They use the smoke instead, not wanting to reveal too much of his position.
Who can
They want it to be
oh,
Rose that they pick out, though.
Mac can join. CML's got TP, so Mac's gonna come.
Pinging it out. Know the TP's coming.
Missed
Be
the stun.
careful.
Arrow. Oh, that's a bit of a whiff start. Not the reveal you were looking for. Nevermind's exceptionally tanky as well, so Rose dropping down the Wukong and instantly they'll collapse on top of Nico, but even Natsumi looking to get involved here with the Eclipse Shoe super early on. Shazam stalking, but he's only level 5 just yet, so they don't have the Ravage potential to turn it, so no way to also cancel the Fiend Skip as Natsumi has got plenty of the damage to bring down Rose. Finally, they'll get the huge streak and also hit back hard.
CML played that fight so goddamn well. You know, just the Nightmare at the perfect time, comboing in together with the Fiend's Grip. But even, like, immediately after, he was on such a small amount of HP there on Rose. He was expecting the immediate brain sap afterwards to be able to protect himself, use the mischief, but CML made sure to hold it just for that half little second so that as soon as he broke out of the mischief, that was the pick-off needed before the Boundless Strike was available.
Money changes hands. Come and get it.
Shazam.
Yes.
This is what I want to see from Polaris. Axe and Mirana hand in hand, not showing him lanes, just getting kills. You let him get the bounty though. Like, that's...
I was about to say, does he double back towards the Ancients, try and get that pick off with multiple people stacking up onto him? Maybe get the slam through from the Ancient Thunderhide to take out the last of his HP, but no. It's so important. Like, the difference if Trezam has his level 6 there is enormous. You know, you're able to protect the Lion and the Monkey King, potentially get a turnaround potential onto the squishier heroes in the Bane, who, you know, he was right in the center of that team fight, not very survivable at all.
Dude, Chidori is fat. Put a P on front of that too. My god, I mean, let's just not look at the Luna's net worth that is higher than Chidori. This is a 13-minute Battle Fury, and he's already got the Blade of Alacrity. My god. Now we can talk about Natsumi. Somehow he has had quite the game, considering that lane also I was worried they were going to snowball into kills. So he's also maybe fat with an extra double T at the end.
You didn't go to school for spelling.
Alright, this is the internet spelling. Fat. P-H-A double T. Come on, man. What are you... That's really
you ever been to the fat restaurant in Melbourne? It's like Fried and Tasty is what the FAT stands for. It's very nice. They do burgers.
They do burgers. Whereabouts is it? I've not heard of the restaurant.
It's Brunswick or like Lygon Street.
Dude, Brunswick got everything. You cannot go wrong with Brunswick. I love how we're speaking about something so specific that only
when everything, the borders open up again, people will know. Danog and Aries said to go to Brunswick.
Yeah. Areas of it.
Well,
Yeah.
Sydney Road and Lygon Street.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite... Melbourne is such a beautiful place. I never really... We got to reconnect. I'll say it quickly. I never really appreciated Melbourne as much until I started traveling through Europe. And then I saw all the other series. I'm like, god damn, I kind of take it for granted.
Wow, just the man laying into EU right now.
No,
saying
EU's
it's utter
beautiful.
garbage
Hey, no.
compared
You're definitely twisting. EU is beautiful.
What you said is, I never appreciated Melbourne until I went to the hovel, the slums of Europe.
I mean, I can understand.
Word for word.
Yes, I can understand how you can interpret that way. It definitely wasn't the best wording, Nico. But what it was just, Europe was so beautiful, and I was away for 3 months. I'm like, damn, I'm the Melbourne night. Like, I got an appreciation of so many different cities. And poor Tide.
Don't have this Ravage available. It's 14 minutes now.
Is one creep away from it.
This might be one creep too many. Although the Kraken Shell still prioritizing that. Obviously, you're not going to be farming too heavily. Anchor Smash just for the 1 point. Very high effectiveness value point in the support role. Now with this cleaned up, you'll have it. Yeah. It's waiting onto the side as well, not wanting to reveal too much about his positioning. Kind of a redundant observer ward though, considering you've got the one up on the high ground.
They're very close to Rosé's Echo too. He was a bit hesitant on if he wanted to show up. It's going to be smoke from Polaris, Nico, Boomy, CML hunting towards the bottom side. You see the Axe consistently looking to show off the map. This is an important thing I love when they just do the opposite as soon as I say. It's an important thing when you're the person who's the aggressor. Like, you not showing prevents Dreammaker from maybe farming as aggressively what they could. If you show bot, now it gives, you know, see Rose, he's fine to take the top wave because he showed in the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, same sort of thing with these three Dreammaker heroes trying to make a play in the mid lane, right? They probably wouldn't do that. They wouldn't walk up onto the high ground at night without... They don't have insane vision right now if they knew that the axe was there for the potential turnaround. CCY, though, he's been off the mark with his last few Earth Spikes. Certainly not the same sort of performance that we saw when he was playing that Wind Ranger.
Wait, Chidori? He's super far pushed up forward. Maybe we can protect him with a Solar Guardian. They need a pushback CML to get rid of a Fiend Script opportunity. Do they have to burst to go through before the battle chance? Yes, sir, they do. Chidori down. Nevermind's going to join him in the afterlife as well. They're looking to hunt on for more because Mac, he's found the two measly supports that were trying to connect, but they weren't fast enough. As somehow Mac is a dominating streak.
After starting 9th on the net worth. That was a rough first 7 or so minutes for him, but he's made a comeback in a big way, not able to land the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains onto the Tidehunter though, so they'll just have to be content with taking a tier 1 tower plus 3 kills.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Now this is giving Luna an opportunity to propel her net worth. What's she going for next? A BKB or Natsumi? Okay, so they're looking to just continue to team fight.
I think Rose should be able to get CML. Has to be careful though about being out of position for that Blink Dagger Berserker's call. I feel like Polaris understand that they were in a... Okay, that's a dead Boomy. They were in a losing position in game number 1, and they were able to bring it back by a really solid couple of team fights, good use of abilities, and then of course the insane late game potential of a PL. This time around though, they're like, all right, we've got this Luna, you're still relatively squishy if you're not able to sit there and right click. So wanting to go into that BKB pretty early on, it'll allow them to take the Roche, and it is something that you need. They don't have anything that's going to be BKB piercing right now on Dreammaker's side.
Radiant's middle tower.
I do have a bit of issues right now with getting objectives on Dreammaker. Like with the early kill advantage they had, they couldn't transition this into tier 1 mid. And it's costing them how aggressive they can continue to play, and more importantly, giving time and space for Natsumi and even Mac to get that catch up. And well, now the Ember's level 12. He's even got 1200 gold, apologies, already to boot, and Natsumi's about to have BKB completed, so I'm still astonished at how this is not a higher net worth lead.
Dire are scanning.
He could have it now if he wanted to, but just wants to keep the Dragon Lance available for farming potential, and you know, the rest of his team is providing him a ton of space to be able to do just what he is. He's pushing in the top lane, making sure that Dreammaker need to look to consider that instead of trying to take some of big objectives of their own on the enemy side of the map.
We were also speaking about earlier the South American position 5 Tidehunter itemization. It looks like this game Trezam is gone phase into the Medallion. I wonder if this is mainly off the back that they feel like they cannot take Roshan without it, and also if he just goes straight into Solar Crest to amp up, say, the troll or the monkey.
Going straight into this Roche pit here. Mac doesn't have the capability to join them for about 15 or so seconds, so they have to be careful. They're going to use the Tidehunter to scout it out a little bit. Be a little bit careful here on Trezam. Do they have the arrow to set up?
Still on cooldown from Boomy. Rosé's in a great position. They're going to be cautious. They can drop the Wukongs, combine it up with the Ravage. Trezam protected. There we go. He'll get the ultimate off at least before he dies. Nico, nice force back to safety.
Chidori's in.
Now Chidori on the backline. They have to cancel the Phoenix Skip. They'll do so at the last second. So Chidori, he can pop the Battle Trance. But Natsumi already has way too much health, so they can't lock onto the Luna.
CML
Still a
again,
2 for
though.
1, but Dreammaker way too low health to be able to stick around and take the team fight, as Natsumi will get the last little glade bounce to find the Monkey King, and meanwhile in the lane, Boomy should make it a 5-band wipe as the Marana can clean up the Lion.
I'm just blown away by CML's performance on this Bane. He's going nuts. Even though he gives up his life there, it's for a huge purpose. You know, a lot of Banes might be more concerned about, oh, I've got to make sure I live for another couple of seconds. No, that's not his main thing. He wants to make sure that he nightmares the Troll Warlord as he's trying to chase down onto the Luna, pop the BKB to enable the escape, and that was what was needed to be able to, you know, kite through the last few seconds of that battle trance. Perfect play coming through.
I really wonder how different that fight could have been if Monkey didn't jump to like the northern side near that stair line. You remember how he repositioned at the start? Well, CZ, why? Oh, that's a freebie. Like he was standing on a tree by the...
To the right, yeah.
Yeah, to the right by that ward position. That would have been an incredible spot for Wukong's. Like it would have...
lay it out. Covering the Roche pit, sort of, right?
And also then you couldn't gap close to get on top of the tire, but it was more for the northern side where Polaris could reset. It would have just completely controlled that area and locked them into a position where they would not have wanted to fight.
The only place they could have gone was left, right, to the north of the Roche pit, and that's not really where you want to be against, you know, a Tidehunter with Ravage, against a Lion who's able to lay down a stun in a line. Hell, even just the Celestial Hammer.
Refuse gold given.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Max, like, I know you're there, brother. Stop
Dire's
trying to do your cheeky shenanigans, Rose. Get out of here, mate. I know you destroyed me in the laning phase, but I got your number now.
It's gonna stay up here though, saying, "No, you don't know anything. I'm not here."
Oh no, I know. I saw you with my slight. I'm not blind.
Tower is under attack.
Someone's got Ags too on Mac.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
the
attack.
tower.
The fact that
Nearly
Mac
BKB though on the Monkey
Dire's
King,
top
and
tower
I
has
think
fallen.
I saw Dawnbringer going into the Aghanim Scepter of her own. So keen to see how that's going to have an impact in this team fight. Just providing all of that extra healing might mean that you're looking to commit a little heavier on Chidori.
All right, they're going to see
They
Mac.
need to kill this Bane. They need to
And
kill Bane at the
Boomy.
start of
They've
every
got to
single one of these
reset.
team fights.
Radiant's bottom
The pincer's coming out as well as Nico gets a start. Can they chain control troll it once again? There's no Fiend's Grip cancel. So Chidori down and out of the count. Nico's got blink up in a couple of seconds as well, but for CZY, between a rock and a hard place there, so cut off the head. Two quick pickoffs.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Doing his best to keep this bottom lane pushed in, so at least they're getting some kind of trade out of it. Wonder if they can look to
Radiant's
rotate
bottom
Nico
tower
back
is under
towards it
attack.
as they see the
Dire's
tower
middle
continuing to
tower
push
is
in.
under attack.
Might be content with the trade though. He's just hopping down every single time that Echo Saber's off cooldown.
Radiant structures
So-
are fortified.
See the TP.
Dire's
They
middle
gotta kill
tower
Bane.
has
Bane
fallen.
is #1 priority,
Radiant's
setting up
bottom
so many of
tower
these
is
team
under
fight
attack.
victories.
I think you just have to hold the stun. Someone has to stun him. You've got Boundless, Earth Spike,
Link.
Starbreaker. Like, I do not believe he should be getting more than a second Fiend's Grip off.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But even then, like, just with the Nightmare, he's been able to kite out Battle
Dire's
Trance
bottom
once.
tower has fallen.
Kind of nuts. And, well, now you've also got the Yule Scepter that's also going to be useful for repositioning during that Battle Trance, assuming there's no BKB picked up, and it's still a little ways away for Chidori.
I still believe Dire with their team fight lineup can take strong engagements. They haven't been showing previously. Like, I feel like Troll needs a lot more items right now because he's actually going back into BKB. Okay, I thought he was a bit worried because of the Call and Fiend script to go through. So he was just kind of going to rely on just a brute force itemization.
Radiant's top
They're smoking to
tower
connect
is
on
under
Natsumi. He's got the Aegis to
Gotta
back up
find
a
CML.
CML as well, but it gives him opportunity to pop the BKB. Natsumi now looking to turn, but again, the Fiend's Group. The answer's out the last second, but the damage is being dealt. The Troll once again brought down Trezamp, the next target, Mac, creating so much chaos in the backline. It's a disaster for Dreammaker. They knew the fight they were about to undertake into the Aegis advantage, but Polaris,
Radiant's top tower
they're
is
up
under
to the
attack.
task well and truly. They're gonna go deep
Dire's
inside as
bottom
well as
tower
never
is
mind.
under attack.
Well, oh,
Dire's
okay, well,
structures
doesn't get connected by the arrow, but Nico well, he's happy with that, jumping forward, bringing him down with the cull.
It's easy. Why? Just hoping they don't spot him off to the side. They've got the Lunar Axe Shard, so potentially could have found him. Even the Sleight of Fist being able to do that role, but he's eventually going to get back. Costs him a buyback, doesn't get a kill in exchange either. So I don't know if you can go for a solo defense here, especially when you've got that Flame Remnant up in your face.
I don't know if you want to set up for the... Okay. Oh, there's no follow-up.
Quick fingers. And that's a quick death. Oh,
he hit the arrow. Nico jumped in. Bye-bye Tide and bye-bye Lion. Maybe bye-bye Rose too. Pop the BKB. Very defensive though. Not what you're looking to see. The glaive. Ooh.
Dire's middle tower.
And now you see the power of the Luna.
Yes, sir.
Dire's middle tower
Goodbye, base.
is under
Oh,
attack.
Daedalus now completed as well.
Can't crit buildings, thankfully.
Dire's middle barracks
You can
has
continue
fallen.
forward for more though. They're playing off the back of the Ravage. And they do not have that for another 50 seconds as Polaris,
Dire's top
a full
tower
set of
is under
barrack
attack.
claim. Looking for the secondary, and CML is still stalking in the shadows. Let's get the jump once again. The Nightmare setup like you were speaking about. Tatsumi will pop it early, but no, the BKB's on cooldown so they can target down Rose, and Chidori doesn't have a BKB. So the Trollard once again completely avoided through every single engagement. And the fact that Polaris were looking grim throughout the laning stage, but their experience really coming into play here with how they could bring themselves back, prioritizing Nico from taking the Ancients. They had the early blink, and how they're able to just find kill after kill, and now there's no looking back for them.
Absolutely not. Clearly a lot of comfort with these
Dire's
Exadroit
top
lads
tower has
looking to
fallen.
come together, and yeah, they end up calling the GG there. 27 minutes in, and a convincing victory against Dreammaker, who, you know, they didn't... it wasn't a shameful loss coming through from them. They were in a really strong position, but just some inexperience, unfortunately. It was their undoing.
I tell you what, the left side of my scheduling have all 2-0 today. So Polaris, you're welcome, and every other team that's on the left side of the schedule, it's all me. Don't forget it. I'll take any tips you'd like to give.
What, sorry? I was putting on my hoodie.
That's okay. I don't have to repeat. I'm being silly. Okay. I mean, Polaris is starting to build up a ridiculous amount of momentum now. This is a scary prospect. Like you were saying, the ex-Ardroid team. Let's see. So how did they start? They were 2-0'd by Motivate, and then they 1-1 against Execration. And then since then, they are now 6-6. So they're growing in power. I don't know if they can make a run for upper bracket, considering Galaxy Racer have 4 series left. It's going to be
close.
close.
Against Polaris, so that's tomorrow. That's going to be a key series to determine who goes towards that upper bracket.
Wait, that's a dope matchup. All right, about this though, Jude. Like, what do you feel like really went wrong for Dreammaker after the laning stage? Because I was expecting them just to shine from there and never look back, but I felt like there were some issues with how they were able to convert their early laning stage into an early game progression in the net worth.
Couple of dives that were super deep. Tidehunter not having Ravage at a key moment, like 13 minutes into the game. A little surprised that they didn't look to prioritize that. And Chidori, unfortunately, even though he had a fantastic start with his farm, 13-minute Battle Fury plus Blade of Alacrity, he was just completely on his own on the opposite side of the map, underneath enemy vision, and got caught out with a Fiend's Grip. I think some of it is bad stuff on Dreammaker, but some of it is also excellent play coming out from Natsumi and CML in particular.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with a lot of the Bane performances we've been seeing as well throughout the groups. Like, this is a hero that I think the popularity is going to continue to rise. It's a exceptional matchup versus the Troll, as we saw through a majority of that game. But yeah, we've been seeing a lot of people start to go for the man that can stab out the brains, and feel like there's a bit of a reason why with the recent patch changes and how he's been buffed over time. But for Polaris, a 2-0, we had all 2-0s today. It was an exceptional day of 4 best of 2s. But, man, I am excited for tomorrow. Our first series of the day. We've got SMG up against Boom Esports to kick us off. To kick us off.
1v2.
One versus second place. Then we got Motivate up against Dreammaker. That's important as well, considering both those teams around the the 5th, 6th position, seeing if they can somehow sneak into the upper bracket. Speaking about the Galaxy Racer Polaris matchup as well, these could also be teams that are looking to try and secure their contention for the upper bracket. And then last up, Obi Neon versus Yangon, an important series from both those teams to try and keep their hopes alive here to make it into the playoffs. But we are done and dusted for another day of the group stages for the BTS Pro Series Season 8. We've got 4 incredible best of 2s in store for tomorrow. We'll see you guys all then for some more group stage action.